He was the man everyone called when life collapsed. When marriages broke, when hope dimmed, when silence turned heavy, he was there. He had the kind of voice that steadied storms, the kind of eyes that said, "You're safe now." He carried people's pain like it was his own, though no one ever asked where he put it all when the day was done. He believed purpose was found in service, that if he kept giving, the ache inside him would stay quiet. But kindness, when it never circles back, becomes a slow kind of bleeding. And one day, even he began to feel lightheaded. It started small. He forgot to return a call. He slept through the alarm. He said, "I'm fine," when he wasn't. The world saw the same steady man, the one who fixed, mended, and guided. But behind the smile, something was breaking. He had always been the healer. No one ever imagined the healer could need healing too. One night, rain hit the window like quiet applause. He sat at the edge of his bed, holding a cup of tea gone cold. The phone beside him lit up another message, another cry for help. He wanted to answer, he always did. But tonight, he couldn't. His hands trembled, and for the first time in years, he let the phone ring. He realized how lonely it is to be everyone's strength, to be the shoulder, but never the head that rests. He had built a life out of being needed, but he couldn't remember the last time he had been loved without needing to earn it. The next morning, he tried to reach out. He typed a message, "I'm not doing okay." He stared at it for a long time, then erased it. Because how do you ask for help when you've taught everyone you never need it? He drove to work anyway, smiled at the receptionist, listened to a coworker's heartbreak, told someone to take care of themselves, and forgot, again, to take care of himself. By evening, he sat in his car, headlights dimmed, watching strangers pass. He envied them, their unawareness, their simplicity. He wondered if anyone ever looked at him and thought, he must be hurting too. No one ever did. He had become too good at pretending. When he got home, the house met him with silence. Not peaceful silence, hollow silence. The kind that swallows you whole. He remembered the countless nights he'd stayed on the phone, talking people away from darkness. He wondered who would pick up for him if he called. The thought stung. Not because he blamed anyone, but because he realized he had never let anyone see him enough to notice he was fading. He went for a walk, past the park where he once comforted a grieving stranger, past the bridge where he had talked a friend out of ending everything. And for the first time, he looked down at the river and thought, what if no one's coming to save me this time? He stood there for a long while, not because he wanted to end his life, but because he needed to understand what kept him living it. The answer came softly, like the wind brushing his face. He remembered the faces he had helped, the tears that had turned to laughter because of him, the hands he had held without judgment. He realized he had never given for recognition. He had given because it reminded him of what he'd been searching for all along: connection. But connection isn't one-sided. It requires being seen, being vulnerable, being human. He whispered into the night, "I need help." No one heard it, but for the first time, he did. The next day, he called an old friend. When they asked how he was, he didn't say, "Fine." He said, "Tired." And then, quieter, "I think I've been tired for years." The silence that followed was gentle, not awkward understanding. His friend said, "You don't have to fix anything today. Just let yourself be." And something broke inside him, the part that thought love had to be earned through usefulness. In the weeks that followed, he started small. He learned to say no. He learned to rest without guilt. He learned that healing wasn't selfish, it was necessary. He stopped trying to save everyone and started allowing people to stand beside him, not beneath his care. And slowly, life softened. The world didn't collapse because he stopped holding it up. It just found a new balance. People began to notice the light in him again. Not the bright, over-giving kind, but a gentler glow. The kind that flickers because it's alive, not forced. One evening, as he sat watching the sunset, a neighbor knocked on his door. A young man, eyes red, voice trembling, asking if they could talk. He smiled, motioned for him to sit. But this time, he didn't forget himself in the helping. He listened, shared, connected as equals. The boy left lighter, and he sat there, realizing something had shifted. He no longer helped to feel needed. He helped because he finally knew what it meant to be seen. He looked at the fading sun, feeling something rare peace. Not because everything was perfect, but because, for once, He wasn't pretending anymore. And that night, as he lay in bed, he finally whispered the truth he had been waiting to hear all his life. "I deserve the same kindness I give away." And the silence didn't answer back, it simply wrapped around him, like understanding. He smiled in the dark, and for the first time in years, slept without the weight of the world on his chest. He had spent his life helping others, but peace found him the moment he finally let someone help him too.